Hello everyone, welcome to the latest episode of Sean's Movie Cruzaders. My name is Sean Wassergroup, and I'm here to go over all the latest movies in theaters, as well as any as you recommend, whether they be recent films or old school movies. Now before we get into today's video, go ahead and hit that like, share, and subscribe button to the channel, so that way you guys are stayed up to date with all the latest movies and reviews that pop up on the channel. And also don't forget to follow us on all the social media outlets you see below. Today is a very special episode, as we're going to go over the top supporting actor performances of 2018. We will also be going over top supporting actresses, lead actor, lead actress, and best directors as well in other videos. So if you guys want to see those, head on over to the video section so you guys can check those out as well. But like I said, today, this episode is going to be top supporting actors. Now, there are some performances in this that I felt should have been lead actor, but due to reward recognition, such as with the Golden Globes and the Oscars, these actors are actually going for supporting. So while some of these do feel like lead performances, they are going to be considered supporting for rewards and for my list alone. Now, while some of these performances aren't going to get any reward recognition at all, these are my personal performances that I really enjoyed throughout the year and felt that they should have been recognized and appreciated to everybody involved. Now, there is no particular order to these films or these performances. This is not a 10 through 1 or anything like that. I'm just going to go down the list and go from there. So the first one is from an independent film that not a lot of people saw, but I thought he did a fantastic job in, and that is Josh Hamilton, who plays Mark Day in 8th Grade. I thought Josh Hamilton does a fantastic job in the role of Mark. He basically plays a kind of the cool best friend father role to Eliza Fisher's Kayla in the movie. He's just trying to do the best he can for his daughter. He's trying to be supportive. He's trying to be just there for her in every way possible, through the good and the bad. And for most of the time, he gets shit on through the entire film. And he's a dad who just doesn't, either he doesn't get it or he's just confused. But every scene he is in, Josh does a fantastic job. And when he does the infamous now campfire scene near the end of the film, Josh knocks it out of the park with one of the better monologues of the year. And because of that scene alone, he deserved to be on this list. And I hope Josh Hamilton gets many more roles down the road, because he really knocked it out of the park here as Mark Day in 8th Grade. Going to the next one. This guy is actually getting nominated for a supporting actor role here, and that is Mahershala. God, I can't say the guy's name right. Mahershala, I said it wrong again. Screw it. Ali from Green Book. He has been doing phenomenal over the last couple of years, whether it be Moonlight, Spider-Verse. He's got True Detective coming up. Luke Cage. I mean, he's been doing it all, and he's been crushing it in every role he is in, and he does a phenomenal job as Doc Shirley in this film, or Dr. Don Shirley in this film. He does a great job of playing a reserved character who has just so much bottled inside him that he's just afraid to bring it out. I gotta stop saying infamous, because they're not all infamous. But his particular scene in the rain with Viggo Mortensen's Tony character, about not knowing where he stands in his life between African Americans and just everyone as a whole, because he just feels so out of place. It's such a powerful scene, and everything else that goes through the film. I mean, he's playing such a great role where he just has to deal with shit the entire film. And while Viggo Mortensen's character would love to just knock people out and just tell them to F off, or Don's character just takes it in stride, and he just eats it and just moves on, because all he wants to do is play his music and deliver the message that no matter who he is, what he looks like, that his music should be seen by everybody. And he gives a phenomenal performance, and one of the better performances of the year for a supporting actor. Going to the next one, also nominated for a Golden Globe currently, potentially an Oscar too, but the Oscar nominations haven't been announced yet, is Adam Driver as Flip Zimmerman in BlacKkKlansman. I loved his role in that movie. BlacKkKlansman, I thought, was a solid film. I don't think it's as great as everyone's making it out to be, but the reason why it's so great for me was Adam Driver's role as Flip Zimmerman, who is a Jewish man who is pretending to be in the KKK to try to shut them down. And Adam Driver, I know a lot of people give him crap for Kylo Ren in Star Wars, but I think he does a fantastic job in this role as a guy who, while he doesn't really follow his Jewish roots, still is a man who feels out of his element while trying to have to be a supporter and a part of the KKK. And you can see how it eats away at him. And there are particular scenes in this film, such as the interrogation scene, where he just destroys the scene and does a phenomenal job the whole way through. And with him and Mahershala Ali and some other people on this list, easily one of the better performances of the year as a supporting actor. And I can't wait to see what more Adam Driver has outside of Star Wars Episode 9 down the road. Going on next, this one's kind of a small one. I personally just really liked this role. It's not going to get any recognition whatsoever, but I really loved Josh Duhamel's performance as Jack in Love, Simon. He basically played that. He's not dim-witted, but he's just that father, kind of like Josh Hamilton in 8th grade. He's just that father who doesn't get it. He doesn't understand his son, Simon, who clearly is holding something back, but he's that quarterback, high school quarterback guy, all about chicks and just being funny and cool and chill, where he sees that he can't see that his son is going through something. And when he finally finds out that his son is homosexual, he, like a normal person, it's not that he doesn't accept it, he just doesn't say the right thing at the right time. And when he says it, you can tell, like, as the words are leaving his mouth, you could see him just wanting to reach and pull them back in. And even myself watching it, I was just like, oh no, dude, you should not have said that. And then he eventually gets to have another scene with his son later in the film that is incredible, powerful words to a father to his son. And I think Josh Duhamel, who I don't think it was that particularly great of an actor in the first place, does a great job in this role. And I felt like people who have not seen Love, Simon, or people who aren't fans of Josh Duhamel, should really go out of the way to see his performance in this. It's not a big role. He's not in the movie a whole lot, but every time he is in it, especially that final scene with his son Simon, I think it was very admirable, and I thought he did a great job delivering those lines, and I feel like he should have been recognized here. Going to the next one, this one's just a guilty favorite, and I think everyone can agree with me in this, that everyone enjoyed this performance and wished that the movie was more about him, and that was Donald Glover as Lando Calrissian in Solo, A Star Wars Story. Donald Glover, he's a phenomenal actor. He's phenomenal in everything, but he basically embodies Billy D. Williams as Lando Calrissian. He does such a great job playing Lando. He is the most interesting character in the film. You want him on screen at all times, and you kind of wish that they had made a Lando movie instead of a Solo movie, because of how great Donald Glover does in this role. I know we're not going to get any more Solo movies, but I really wish that this is not the end for Donald Glover as the Lando character. I hope they find some way to keep his character, or his performance as his character, alive in other films. But he does such a great job embodying Billy D. Williams as Lando, and it's definitely a standout role that people should watch and enjoy. Next would be, this one's a surprise one. It's one of my favorite movies of the year, but this performance itself was not something that I was expecting, and that is Chris Hemsworth as Billy Lee in Bad Times at the El Royale. This is hands down my favorite performance of Chris Hemsworth outside of Thor. He plays such a terrifying character in this movie that you just don't know where his character's going to go. And basically, when we get to his big scene in the hotel, you're just on the edge of your seat, mouth open, as you just don't know what's going to happen. And Chris Hemsworth chews the scenery and the lines and just delivers it with such effortlessness that he's just such an amazing performance. And I was just infatuated with his character the entire time he was on screen. And I could not say enough great things about his role in that film. So Chris Hemsworth as Billy Lee in Bad Times at El Royale, standout supporting actor performance for me, and I wish he would get more recognition for it, but he sadly won't get it. The next one, this one, I'm sorry, it's criminal that this kid is not getting nominated for anything for this role. It is easily one of the best supporting actor roles of the year. This whole film is getting screwed over and not getting its recognition. And there's another performance in one of the other videos that I'm even more infuriated about that they're not getting nominated. But this one goes to Alex Wolff as Peter in Hereditary. What can't I say about this performance besides that Alex Wolff does an amazing job as Peter. Of course, he plays the typical pothead teenager in this film, but then when something happens, which anyone who's seen Hereditary knows the scene I'm talking about, I have never been more uncomfortable watching a scene in a movie that I can remember. That scene is done to perfection by Alex Wolff. And it is 5 minutes. Just talking about it right now, even though I'm wearing a hoodie, I feel goosebumps just about this performance of this particular scene by Alex Wolff. And just the unnerving uncomfortableness that he has to perform this scene. And just as he keeps going through it, you're just like, no, don't, what are you doing? Don't do that, no, oh, I can't believe you did this. And it's just, you just having to sit there and just endure it with him and watch as it happens, and he does a phenomenal job. And throughout the rest of the film, he's fantastic as well. But if not for those 5 minutes, I don't know if his role would have been as strong. But Alex Wolff did a fantastic job as Peter in Hereditary, and his performance is not getting enough recognition. So Alex Wolff, I only ever seen you in Jumanji before this, but I can't wait to see what else you do. If you bring the same kind of intensity that you brought in this film, then I will watch any movie that you're in. Next is a very popular one, and that is Michael B. Jordan as Killmonger in Black Panther. Michael B. Jordan did one thing that I had only really seen once or twice in MCU movies, and that was make me believe that the villain is doing what's right. And make me actually care about the villain. Now, I mean, in terms of the other two, definitely Loki, but Loki ended up becoming, for the most part, a good guy. But also William D'Onofrio's Kingpin in Daredevil. I loved him. And, of course, David Tennant as Purple Man in Jessica Jones or Kilgrave. But while those three were villains, I didn't follow or believe in what they did. Killmonger by Michael B. Jordan, I fully understand what he's doing. I 100% get why he's doing what he's doing, and it makes sense for what his character's doing. Yes, he is going about it the wrong way, but just like a certain other actor who's going to be on one of these lists and other videos, I fully understand, and it makes sense what Killmonger is doing in this, to the point where I don't necessarily think he's in the wrong. He's just going about it the wrong way. The lines he delivers in these movies, especially his final line in the film, is incredible and moving and powerful. And it just shows you how strong of an actor Michael B. Jordan can be. He's fantastic in Creed, Fruitville Station. he's done fantastic roles, but to actually make you care about a villain in a superhero movie, outside of Heath Ledger's Joker, is a fantastic feat on its own, and Michael B. Jordan does a great job as Killmonger. Next one is another one who I felt should not have gotten snubbed, but he got snubbed out of the Golden Globes for Best Supporting Actor, which basically makes me think he's going to get snubbed for Oscar, and that is Sam Elliott as Bobby in A Star is Born. Yeah, he's not in the movie a whole lot. He has 5-10 minutes of screen time, but every time he is on screen, it is a powerful scene. Whether it's him going toe-to-toe with Bradley Cooper in an argument, or the Bradley Cooper emotionally telling Bobby how important he is, and you seeing Sam Elliott's emotions creep out of him as he's pulling out of his truck. Every scene that Sam Elliott is in is amazing, and he's such a great actor, in his own right, and I think he kills it in the small role that he has in A Star Is Born, and he definitely deserved to be nominated for at least this role. I'm not saying he should have won, but he definitely should have been nominated. And it's a crime that Sam Elliott is not being nominated for a Best Supporting Actor for the Golden Globes or the Oscars. And finally, the last performance here for Supporting Actor, this performance, I personally don't think he's Supporting Actor. I think it would be a lead actor role, but he's being nominated for Supporting Actor in the Golden Globes, so because of that, I'm going to put him in the Supporting Actor category. He is the Best Supporting Actor performance of the year, and that goes to Timothée Chalamet as Nick Sheff in Beautiful Boy. Timothée Chalamet puts on a phenomenal performance as Nick Sheff, as a teenager going through drug addiction with crystal meth. And the performance that Chalamet puts on is astounding. The ups and the downs and the real downs that Nick's character has to go through, and the way Chalamet puts his performance, everything he's got into it, not just through his words, but through his physical attributes through the film, is a sight to be seen. It is one of the reasons to see A Beautiful Boy, if not for another performance in the film. It's a heartbreaking film, and it's only heartbreaking because of how amazing Chalamet does in his particular role as Nick Sheff in the film. If he doesn't win the awards for this, I really don't know what else you can do to get him to be proven enough to be a top actor. But in my eyes, Timothée Chalamet in this role has jumped up the list as some of the best actors in Hollywood today. And that is the overall list for top supporting actor performances of 2018. I hope you guys enjoyed the list, and if you did, you go ahead and hit that like button. If you feel like this list should be shared, go ahead and hit that share button. And then most importantly, don't forget to hit that subscribe button to the channel. And also don't forget to follow us and all the media outlets that you see below, so you guys stay up to date with all the latest videos from the channel. And like I said, there will also be a top supporting actress, top actor, top actress, and top directors list. You can head on over to the video portion of the channel to watch those there. And until next time, good morning, good afternoon, and good night, Movie Crusaders.